Bold Magnificence, Episode 3. Welcome to the Bold Magnificence podcast. I'm your host, Nat Karopmatri, and this is a show about living in alignment with what lights you up. Today, I'd like to invite you to embark on a new adventure, one where you make living fully alive your priority. One where you make room for your whole self and embrace your uniqueness. And it's not always an easy thing to do because many of us at some point in our lives were not loved or valued or accepted or understood for who we are, or who we were. And it hurt and it was scary. We didn't feel safe to be ourselves. And it has a deep effect on us. It can cause us to run the other way, to try to hide, to hide parts of ourselves because we fear that we're not going to be loved or valued or accepted. And we can build our entire lives around that identity. The hurt person, the one that's not understood, the one that's too much, the one that's not enough. It robs us of our life. Sure, as kids, it acts as a way of creating safety and security and survival, because as kids we depend on the adults around us. But as adults, those types of coping mechanisms no longer work, and they keep us stuck in those patterns. They keep us from enjoying life. And that's why I'm inviting you on this adventure to say yes to this adventure of showing the world who you are, not just the part that you've been working hard to create. For instance, the part of you that you learned is acceptable and valued, whether that's working hard and working long, whether that's you being the one that's responsible and saving for the future or taking care of other people, or you being the one that's in service and have worked hard to strive and achieve and accomplish. There's a part of you that maybe has learned to be strong, which meant not emotional, or you learned to please other people in a way to feel valued, or you've just been motivated by fear, and so you keep on doing and working harder and achieving and accomplishing, and the cycle continues and continues and continues. But at some point, and maybe now is that time when you realize, I've been doing all the things that I thought that I should be doing to feel loved and valued and safe, but I don't necessarily feel any more loved, valued, or safe, and I'm tired. I don't feel fulfilled, and I don't feel alive. Like there's just a drain of my life force. And so if you're at that point, I'm inviting you to stretch beyond that comfort zone and make room for all of you, meaning to make room for the parts of you that have been hurt and feel wounded, the parts of you that are brilliant and smart and brave and courageous and sexy and attractive, to make room for your art and your healing and your dreams and your interests, to make room for intimacy and peace and creativity and leisure and recreation, relaxation and joy. What if you can make room for that and still be responsible and be in service and to make an impact in the world in the way that you desire? What if you can have both and know that in having both, you can also have security and feel valued and feel loved? What would that be like? And, honestly, I get it, because I grew up feeling not enough. I grew up feeling like I didn't belong, that people didn't get me, that I'd explain myself so much so that people understood what I did. There's so much that I've hidden, or I have hid about myself, that I'm taking this adventure on with you. I know that there are several places in my life where I have moved beyond my comfort zone. And I feel like there's more, and I feel like there will always be more as we stretch and expand who we are and allow more of ourselves to be expressed. It took a lot for me to come on and do this podcast by myself. It's easy for me to interview others and be the facilitator. It's easy for me to be the coach, to support my clients and be the one that has the answers, or to at least facilitate finding the answers through my clients. And even though I share personally with my clients, I don't always share openly in a larger scale like this podcast. I don't necessarily know you, and that creates this level of vulnerability that honestly scares me, or has scared me. I can't tell you how many times I tried to record this episode, or I came up with excuses on other things I needed to do first. And rationally or logically, it doesn't make sense, but there's something deep within me that says, I'm not safe putting myself out there in this way. And that's the thing that I'm wanting to move beyond, because I know from years of experience that whenever I move beyond what I think is providing me this perceived level of security, I feel so much more liberated and empowered. And whenever I pull myself back in fear and not do that thing that I was initially inspired to do, then I feel pretty crappy. And that starts to weigh on me, and that starts to eat up my energy. So I'm on this adventure to learn to listen to my soul more, to follow my heart, to surrender control, and to accept my full magnificence, to accept that I can be valued not just for what is tangible or what has been traditionally accepted, but I can be accepted and loved and valued for all of me, everything that I experience. So I will no longer try to hide what I'm feeling, and I will also put myself in situations where I can experience more of myself and experience more of life. And this is what I'm encouraging you to embark on as well. My friend Dean, he founded a company called Return on Adventure, and you can check him out at returnonadventure.com. And his company plans trips based on your values. They're unique trips, not something that you can find at some other tour company. And he custom designs them so that you'll have unique memories that you can experience with your friends and family, and have memories that stay with you your whole life. And when you take these adventures, it transforms your life because it transforms you. You come back changed with new perspectives and new insights on who you are and what you're capable of and what you have the capacity to do. And I'm sharing this with you because I see this adventure that I'm inviting you to take, and the adventure that I'm taking myself, as this return on adventure, where we're investing in our joy, we're investing in love for ourselves, and the return is that we enjoy life more, that we feel liberated, we feel at ease with ourselves, and we can feel okay and feel secure with letting people into our lives and seeing all of ourselves. We can develop deeper intimacy. We can feel more connected, because ultimately that's really what we want, is to feel more connected to ourselves and to other people. So I invite you to follow my journey, and I'll be sharing more of insights and examples of how I'm stretching beyond my comfort zone to support you in your own magnificent adventure as well. Take some time today to look at your life and see what areas do not feel fully alive, and start getting clear by looking at, okay, what is it that I don't like and don't want, and what is it that I would like more of that I can really embrace and enjoy. So take those steps, reach out to me. You can find me on Instagram at AllowingNat and on Facebook. And obviously you can check me out and offer comments on this blog post at boldmagnificence.com/003. Thank you so much for listening in, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon.